What's going on, good people? This is Josh from Josh 11 Fitness, back here again with another workout in the Skinny to Rip series. This is workout number 4, and workout number 4 is very similar to workout number 1. The only difference is we're going to be doing dumbbell press instead of bench press. All the other setups are going to be the same. Supersets will be very similar, but being that we're doing dumbbell press instead of bench press, I don't have to make as many changes to the setup, so it should go a little bit quicker. I'll run down the breakout real quick, and we'll kind of recap this as we go as well. First superset, dumbbell press and squats. We're doing 5x5 today. We'll talk about the weights a little bit later. Superset number 2 is dumbbell shoulder press, alternating pull downs with bands. That's for the back, and crunches. And then the third and final superset would be tricep push downs with bands for triceps, and then curls with the bar. And always there's the option to do the calf raises at the end there. So, second superset, the dumbbell shoulder press, pull downs and crunches. There's going to be 4 sets. The reps we'll talk about too because they're varied. And then tricep push downs and barbell curl, also 4 sets. So like I said, very similar to the workout number 1. We're just changing up that dumbbell press there at the beginning. For this particular installment and going forward throughout the rest of the filming of the series, I will only be showing you like the first set to get you started. That way you don't have to watch an hour plus of video to kind of get the idea. It really starts to fall into a pattern anyway. And also it's a whole lot easier for us to edit this stuff too when it's shorter. So I'll still be coming back throughout the workout, especially at the beginning and the ending, to kind of give you a recap and some tips and highlighters and pointers. So all the value is still going to remain there. All right, I've already done my warm-up before I came on camera. I suggest you do the same. We're going to go ahead and get started and see how this thing goes. That was set number 1. So we're going to not labor you with the rest of the sets, but we're going to do 4 sets. Take about 90 seconds in between each exercise. Get that done, and I'll be back at the end to kind of discuss weights and recaps. All right, see you in a minute. All right, good people, we are back. I hope that your workout went well. Again, this was a superset with dumbbell bench press and squats, 5 by 5 on each. It did seem to go a little faster because I didn't have to continually switch out bar for squats and bench press, but I like to throw that bench press up in there just to keep the strength levels. That's the reason we're doing 5 by 5 in this series, like once a week, is to make sure that while we're cutting, we're maintaining our strength levels and still challenging our body to maintain muscle mass. So here's the weights that I used for this round. On dumbbell bench press, I did 25, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And squats, I did 45, 95, 135, 155, 190. So I'm going to adjust a little bit upwards. Like I said, our main goal is not progressive resistance, but we still use it a bit to, like I said, help us maintain and grow strength levels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 192 on the last set of my squats instead of 190, so just a 2 pound increase. And then for dumbbell press, what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to go 25, 35, 45, 50, 50 next time I do this. So not really an increase in weight there, but just more of the heavy dumbbell presses there. One more quick thing I'm going to mention, since you were not able to see me do the complete round of benching and squatting, since I was going a little heavier on the squats and the presses, I did pop on a nice, I forget what you call these things. Anyway, you put it on the bar and it sits on your shoulders and traps to give you a little padding. Just nice comfort thing when you squat. Not required, but definitely helps the comfort levels. And then I also popped on the weight belt for both the heavy benches and squats, just as a way to protect the lower back. Again, I wouldn't say it's required, but I'd highly recommend it, especially when you start getting heavy in these areas. All right, let's get ready for the second round, second superset. This one's going to be the dumbbell presses, alternating pull downs with bands and crunches. So we are going to get set up here, and then we'll get going. We are ready for first round. I'll just go ahead and give you the reps and stuff for the dumbbell shoulder press. 4 sets of 5 reps, alternating pull downs, 4 sets of 12 reps, and for crunches, 4 sets of 15 reps with just body weight. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing on the road here. Going down to do the crunches, so that's why you won't see me. Alright, that was round number 1. Quick word about the crunches. What I'm doing is I'm using my adjustable bench. My bench can adjust both on the back support and the seat support part. So what I do is I just drop the seat support to flat, parallel, and I just get down, lay on my back, put my legs up on the seat support so that it's hard to visualize this. I don't know if I can, yeah, you see my leg. The bench is actually under my calf, and my legs and my shins are parallel with the ground. My quads are vertical, and then I just do crunches, hands behind the head, and I'm attempting to isolate the upper half of the abs on this exercise. So I bring primarily only my head and neck, maybe my shoulders up a little bit, but you want to isolate and make sure you're hitting the upper half of your abdominal region. All right, that was set number 1. Take your 90-second break or so in between the sets. Finish the other 3, and I'll be back at the end to recap with you. All right, I just finished up the last set of the rounds. Again, we had dumbbell shoulder press, alternating pull down for bands, and crunches. So I do want to mention real quick here too that I'm actually doing these workouts with you, even though I am pausing in between the second, third, and fourth set, but I'm actually doing these. So one of the reasons another reason I'm pausing the film for those is because I actually want to get my workout in and be fully focused. So it's real, and I really do these things. Let's go over a recap real quick. For dumbbell shoulder press, we had 4 sets, 5 reps. This round I did 25, 30, 35, and 40. I'm going to bump that last set up to 45, and I think that's the only adjustment I'm going to make this week. So, I know I keep saying this, we're not here to, this is not a strength training program, but if you do find an exercise is a little easier than it probably should be, you know, bump up the weights a little bit, or the reps. The reps would actually be a better thing in some ways. The reason why I'm bumping up the weights is because I know that I'm capable of lifting heavier ones. This is going into week 2 of the workout program, because we're on workout number 4. We're working out 3 days a week, so you could do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I like to do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So this is the 4th workout, which means we're in the 2nd week. I'm already feeling a little better. My body is still adapting to this workout program due to the higher reps and a little bit higher volume than I typically train during other parts of the year. So I'm not 100% there yet. I'm still dealing with some soreness, particularly in my triceps and my back. So still adapting, but I'm finding some exercises are getting a little easier, so I'm going to add a little bit of weight from what I did in the previous workout, which is, like I said, similar to workout number 1. Back to the recap, alternating pull down with bands, 4 sets of 12 reps. I did 50, 70, 80, and 90. But like I just said, I'm still dealing with a little bit of muscle soreness in the lats, so I'm going to keep that the same for this round. And then crunches, we did 4 sets of 15 with body weight. What I think I'm going to do with that one, it's extremely simple. I'm going to bump up 1 rep on the 2nd set. That sounds weird, but like I said, very slow progressive resistance on this, very slow. So we're going to try that for the next round. All right, let's get set up for the final round. The final round is going to consist of, we've got pushdowns, tricep pushdowns with the bands. We have curls with the bar, and I'm going to go ahead and throw in the calf raises again here too. I'm going to do, I have been doing 2 sets of 15. I'm going to bump that up to 3 sets of 12. Just body weight for now. So I don't like to leave the calves out. A lot of people do, and I think that's really unfortunate because they're at least 30% of the muscle mass of your leg. Maybe not that much, but at least that's the most visible part of your leg most of the time anyway, even if you're wearing shorts. So you want your calves look good too, so I'm going to put a little something on that. All right. Push downs, we're doing 4 sets of 8. Curls, we're doing 4 sets of 15. And calf raises, we're going to do 3 sets of 12. So let me go ahead and get set up for that. We'll do our first round, and it'll be just like the rest of the workout. I'll let you finish, I'll finish, and then we'll come back for our final recap. right, that was round number 1. I know you probably didn't see every bit of it, especially the calf raises, but we did it. All right, same principles apply. Get your sets in. Make sure you're not taking too much rest, but at the same time, don't get yourself out of breath, because a hard gaming principle fundamental is to make sure you're recovering, even in between sets. So I'll let you finish up. I'm going to finish up and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. All right, hope that final round went well for you. It went well for me. I'm definitely feeling a little better this week than I did last week when we kind of started this. I was able to go through the workout a little bit quicker with less rest between sets. At the end of the workout, I'm not feeling overexerted, which is kind of what we want. It's very important that you get a good workout, but at the same time, you don't leave the session feeling exhausted or overwhelmed or just totally drained. So I think at least me, I'm starting to get to where I want to be. Starting to adapt to this new routine. Just a recap of what we did on that round. Again, tricep pushdowns, 4 sets, 8 reps. I did 50, 60, 70, and 80. Like I said earlier, I was dealing with a little tricep soreness earlier in the week, so I'm going to leave that where it is. The bar curls, 4 sets of 15. I did 15, 20, 27, and 27. What I think I'm going to do on that one is I'm going to bump a little bit. So I'm going to do next round 15, 20, 25, and 30, okay? And then we did 3 sets of 12 with body weight on the calf raises. Just a quick note on those. I go to some sort of step, or they have various things in the gym. You can even do it on a weight bench if you want to, but I hang half my foot off the edge of the step or platform or whatever you're using, so that my heels are off, and that allows me to get more of a stretch. So when I go down, my heels are kind of like that. And I'm just doing both legs together right now at once. So there's some variations, but that's all I'm doing right now, just real simple. And that's pretty much the extent of the workout. I am coming up, like I said, this is a Saturday for me when I actually film this workout, so I'll be taking Sunday and Monday off of training. The only thing I will do is on Monday I will probably go for about a 30-minute walk. That's the extent of the cardio that I'm doing right now. I feel like between this workout, the calorie deficit, and the walking, that's plenty that I need to do to get into the rip state I want to. If you need to do more cardio, that's fine. Just be really careful, keep it brief, and don't overwhelm yourself. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do my cool down stretch out. And that's not a recommendation, that's a requirement. You really need to do that. See our other video for that. There should be a separate video. Other than that, we are going to head out here. Hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you again real soon for the next workout.